Homeopathic Materia Medica. Symptom of Natrum Muriaticum and Ignatia. Homeopathic Materia Medica. Comparison of Natrum Muriaticum versus Ignatia Amara. Heading. Sources. Natrum Muriaticum. Sodium chloride common salt. Ignatia Amara. Side of St. Ignatius bean. Kingdom. Natrum Muriaticum. Mineral remedy. Ignatia Amara. Vegetable remedy. Miasm mainly soric. Ignatia mainly nervous, historic, soric. Constitution. Natrum thin, anemic, reserve, sensitive people. Ignatia nervous, emotional, excitable people. Temperament. Natrum muriaticum introvert, silent, grief. Ignatia emotional instability, mood swinging. Main etiology. Natrum long lasting grief, disappointment, silent sorrow. Ignatia acute grief, shock, emotional upset. Reaction of consolation. Natrum dislike consolation become worse. Ignatia may cry from consolation but desire sympathy. Nature of grief. Natrum deep chronic hidden grief. Ignatia sudden grief with hysterical reaction. Mental state. Natrum dwelling on past insult and disappointment. Contradiction. Ignatia contradiction and changeable emotion. Natrum mood sad, depressed, reserved. Ignatia alternating laughing and crying. Natrum weeping. Weeping a Natrum weep alone secretly. Ignatia weep openly and dramatically. Anger. Natrum suppress anger. Ignatia sudden emotional rust. Sensitive. Ignatia sensitive to emotional hurt. Uh, Ignatia oversensitive to emotional and contradiction. Desire for company. Natrum prefer solitude. Ignatia wants sympathy but reacts oddly. Memory. Natrum weak memory from grief. Ignatia confused due to emotional tension. Fear. Natrum fear of rejection, emotional hurt. Ignatia fear after shock or disappointment. Natrum मध्ये sleep from sadness. Ignatia jerking during sleep, singing. Dream sad dream, romantic disappointment. Ignatia emotional dream, frightful dreams. Headache. Natrum hammering headache like little hammer. Ignatia headache received by change of position. Headache cause. Natrum sun exposed grief. Ignatia emotional excitement. Face. Natrum oily, facey, especially noise. Ignatia twitching facial muscle. Eyes. Weakness of eyes from reading. Spasmodic eye complaint. Mouth. Dryness, mapped tongue. Bitter taste, lump sensation. Natrum throat. Dry throat. Ignatia lump in throat sensation. Robulus hystericus. Appetite. Variable appetite. Emotional appetite disturbance. Desire. Natrum salty things. Sour things sometimes. Aversion. Breed fast. Tobacco smoke. Stomach. Heartburn. Indigestion. आणि empty feeling not relieved by eating. Abdomen. Constipation with dryness. Colic from emotions. Stool. Dry crumbing at stool. Ineffectual urging sometime. Urine. Increased urination. Nervous urinary complaint. Female complaint. Irregular menses, anemia. Hysterical menstruation complaints. Sexual sphere. Reserved sexuality. Emotional sexual sensitivity. Respiratory. Cold with watery discharge like egg white. Spasmodic cuck from emotion. Cug. Worse taking laughing. Nervous cuck. Back. Weak with back tension and spasm. Extremity. Numbness, weakness, trembling, jerking. General modality, his son, consolation, emotional contradiction, and tobacco. General modality, open, sweating, deep singing, change of position. Thermostat, usually chilly, variable. Thrust, increased thrust, variable thrust. Skin dry, skin eruption near hearing, nervous twitching more prominent. Keynote, silent grief, craving salt, contradiction symptom, any hysterical grief. Important clinical uses, omnia, migraine, grief, acute spasm disorder. Peculiar symptoms, cold sore after emotional stress, sensation of lump in throat. Relationship with others, complementary to apis mellifica and sepia, complementary to pulsatilla and nux vomica. Similarities between Natrum and Ignatia, both affected by grief, emotional shock, disorientation are major causes. Sensitive personalities, both relate remedies are emotional sensitive. Depression and sadness, common mental symptom. Headache from emotional stress trigger headache. Sleep disturbance, both may suffer insomnia from emotional cause. Female complaints, emotional factor aggravate mental problem. Reserve emotion, both may suppress feeling at time. Use of emotional disorder, both important remedy is psycho. Important difference exam oriented. Type of grief, chronic silent grief. Ignatia acute recent grief. Behavioral, reserve, avoid, consolation, emotional and contradiction. Crying, cry alone. Ignatia cry openly. Temperament, quiet, introvert, hysterical, excitable. Key physical symptom, craving for salt, lump in throat. Nature of complement, chronic condition, spasm and nervous condition. Reaction of emotion, suppressed emotion, sudden emotion. Personality, serious and defined, changeable, dramatic. One line memory trick of Orwell. Natrum, Moore, silent grief, craving for salt. Ignatia, acute grief, contradiction, emotional plus lump in throat. Important mental symptom. Natrum, Muriaticum, silent grief, dwelling on past, avoid consolation, romantic disappointment, introvert personality, reserve emotion. Ignatia, Amara, hysteria, sudden motion change, laughing and crying alternately, singing frequently, emotional shock, contradiction symptom. Frequent ask Viva question. Which remedy has craving for salt? Natrum. Which remedy has globulus hystericus? Ignatia. Which remedy dislike consolation? Natrum. Which remedy is famous? Acute grief. Ignatia. Which remedy suit silent disappointment lovers? Natrum. Which remedy show contradiction symptom? Ignatia.